Portable potty.
Trent, jump on there and show us how it works.
Camp, shovel and all. Who say 25? Trent will show you how it works. He would like you to show how the potty works. Who's no, don't. Who said, because he might do something.
You want the straddle?
So I've arrived at the auction location. I gotta say, man, this is just, I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what a killer view there is here. Corn is up. Look at that. Man, could you live here? Drop dead gorgeous, beautiful farm across the street. Really nice. Marathon County, Wisconsin. It's hilly, not mountainous, just rolling hills. Let's check this out. I like that. It's 1930s, maybe 40s. Old sideboard. It's an old timer.
You want to give me the box so I can at least start doing numbers?
Sure.
Yeah, they're a little crispy, but not really my cup of tea, but I have a friend of mine that likes that stuff.
Garage too.
Okay. He wants a lamp.
Any lamp?
A lamp that works.
Interesting.
Huh.
No bulb? Who knows if that power's even on? Taiwan cast iron.
Never used. Yeah? Decently clean.
Oh, I thought there were some pirates.
I didn't see any Pyrex.
Maybe there wasn't. There's not.
When you're not looking, that's when you'll find it.
Yeah, I know. I saw my friend one of the garage sales, you know, but they didn't put it for one of the garage sale. Oop. You want to be in a video?
You got no choice. I don't ever show your face. You could be anybody.
Yeah.
This is like a giant rummage sale just threw up on this trailer. It's kind of like, I don't know there's anything.
As far as you drive.
Yeah, that would really make my my views go up, you know, on YouTube.
I only smell food right now.
Been on there. No, that's
And all
There is another cover to that. Extra cover. I can show you where it is if you want it right away.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Old Coleman.
Got a caddy bag.
Bottom rod?
No, I can't use that.
It's not great.
It's all nice and practical. I get there at 7 o'clock, I get home by 11.
Why called the grandfather Friday? We're at that campsite that's just north of the Shawnee there called Pond Lake. And then right around the corner from that is the go-kart. Saturday, a big race back at the fairground, but now they're all done. We'd have No, I don't want to. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't like to sit.
I like going to Trash and Level for me.
Yeah, we went a couple times to the end.
What in the wild world of sports?
I'm gonna leave it right there.
Okay. That's creative for being homemade. It's like pieces of an old grill and, oh brother. This is a classic case of the stuff here is just really rummage sale at best. I don't even know why he took this auction really. So I'm really struggling trying to get anything inside the truck. I don't have much right now. I gotta stay though. I already spent the gas. It's an hour and a half drive one way here. I'm stunned that he took this. Anyway, more to come. So the plan is today, and this is something I almost never do because I'm gonna tell you right now, this is kind of stressful. I had 2 auctions in one day, and they were about 25 miles apart. Now I'm flying to try to get to the other sale before all the stuff I want to bid on is gone. So here we go. Hang on. Well, here we are. We made it to the auction in Tomahawk. Every time these guys have an auction, the driveways are like long. Boy, this is some kind of setup out here. Beautiful building. That's how long that driveway is. I thought mine was the longest in town. So let's check this out. Nice little kayak, really set up for fishing. I bet you don't have one of these. Look at this bedazzled skull. Isn't that crazy? Wow, they were into mosaic. They must have built all this stuff. Oh, sure. Here's all the crafts to do it with. Isn't that crazy? These are how they cut that. Look at that lamp. That's amazing. I love it. I want to buy it. Those are grizzly, but they sell well. This is old-time copper. You know me, I like copper. These are Portugal, probably. There'll be players on all that copper. It's all good for me. That's fun. You just can't have a place that's like super rural and not have the tools to do it yourself. You can't hire people to come out here and do all this stuff. I wonder what this thing. Framing nailer. Maybe I need that. Outdoor Bose speakers. Nice little pole building. I wonder if those would fit my truck. I'm not sure what this is. It doesn't look like a regular wood burner. What is this thing? It doesn't even have a door to open it. Is it just electric? That's a cool light. They better hide that. Somebody's going to end up jumping on that thing, and then my luck, I'll end up buying it and getting home. Oh, God. That's a cutie pie.
What are you doing, the documentary on auction?
Those are really cool. Wow. Look at that. All patchwork quilt. That's amazing. Fall mums. Stands all over the sides of the road for these things.
She says she's coming home next weekend.
Now where does he live at?
They live, if you were going to the Hiles online, take a left, go down about 10 driveways.
Oh, okay, down. Keep going down before the gravel.
So if you were driving that,
Okay. For some reason, I thought he was on the blacktop.
no,
Or I mean, I thought he was on the main road.
yeah, no, if you would be, you pass Tower's house,
Okay.
you come out of that, you come past the fields, the next field's on your left, Towers, keep going down. I think it's Perry Road is in there somewhere.
Okay.
There's a Perry Road that goes up in the woods, probably 2 or 3 past that. So.
Okay. Yeah, there's a little subdivision they put in there.
You know, it kind of makes you wonder, how does a guy give a place like this up? You can see the lake out there in front of the house.
They hang around.
It's got a garage attached to the house, got another garage here. Got that big, beautiful building there. Shed. Wow. Guys, I got everything unloaded. Everything. There's not that much that got unloaded. But there is some stuff worth sticking around here for, because I did get a couple things that are just really good. 2 auctions back to back like that. If anybody ever hears me say that they think that's a good idea again, permission to smack me. I can't believe what a not great idea that was. But I did get a couple of pieces. The first auction, they didn't have anything. That was like 3 rummage sales throw up all over their lawn. I don't know what that stuff was. I did manage to get a couple of decent pieces out of there, and I think I got the only decent pieces out of there. I watched our poor auctioneer go through 2 flatbed trailers with hundreds of items, and I only saw one item bring more than $9. And the thing that brought $9, I don't know if I can work it out of here or not, isn't even, I just bought this, it's a crab rail, and I'm gonna put in the shower because I got a family member coming to visit who gets off balance real easy, and I wanna make sure there's something for her to grab onto. I just didn't even dawn. I saw the thing going. It was still new in the package. I was like, okay, just get that. I felt bad for them because they weren't making anything happen. All right, let's get. So let me just get this stuff out of the way. So this is old-timey glass bake. These mixers work with all those great big old mixers of back in the day. It's a milk glass. These things they're good sellers. Every one I put up for sale, I sell. But it's not big money. It's a few bucks. It's 10, maybe 15 or 20 for the bigger one. But the reason I bought these is because that went with it. I kill with Vision cookware. And this is a big 6-quart. You could call it a stock pot or you could call it a Dutch oven because these are friendly on top of the stove or in the stove. And the problem with these, I swear, when I ship these, 1 out of 3 shows up shattered. And I don't have damaged stuff show up. Almost never. But this stuff, because it's tempered, it just takes a shot and it doesn't just break, it explodes. People send me back a picture and the biggest chunk on there is about the size of a BB. So anyway, I bought those to get that, but knowing that I could sell those. Again, it's not a great big home run. Then I bought this glazed cookware. It's not only glazed, it's drip glaze. You can see on there. And when I flipped it over, after I bought it, I just bought it because I think the flat was $1. This was in it. It's all McCoy. It's all McCoy, USA, and Roseville. McCoy 7020. That's the model number. The cream. Sugar's got the lid. It's another McCoy. The coffee is McCoy. And this is McCoy. So those are all McCoy. The plates were in another flat. They were $1 and they came with this platter. Which again, you can, I don't know if the camera can, you should be able to see that. McCoy 7017. And they're not chipped or busted up. They're in nice shape. And these are 2 different styles, which I didn't really care about. I'm not wild about these because they can't be put in the microwave. This one's cracked already, so that one's junk. No markings. Oh, this one's USA pottery. I don't know if you can see the USA. It's kind of faint, but it's... Let's see if I can... Really hard to see that, the glare. These lights are so harsh. So anyway, I was stoked to get all that McCoy-ish. This is Roseville. This is Roseville. Awesome. Good stuff. And what I like about these is they're finished inside and out. And the drip glaze is really cool. Good sellers, great sellers actually. So there was so much glass on those trailers, and I have to make the trip pay for itself. I mean, I have to do something to earn money while I do that. All right, let me move some of this stuff. And so let's get the elephant in the room here. These guys. And if you're looking at these, you probably wonder what they are. I've got one in the back just like this. It's twin. And it's printed on here if you can get all the soot off of it. It's dated 1919. So these are really, really early. And it's cool enough that I got 2 of them in one place. It's the only antiques that really struck me. But then I bought these and I was shocked because you never find these. And that's what the early ones were like. It was a lamp meets white gas lantern back in the day. Hang it in a tree, hang it wherever. That's what they were like. And it wasn't enough I scored one. Guys, the chances of me scoring two, they had these in different places. But I bought and sold enough of these already to have an idea what I was looking for. So that takes this from being a $50 to $70 lantern to being worth hundreds. And this one's it's either glued together or it's got a crack that runs across here. These things get blindingly hot. And the glass itself is extremely thin. It's paper thin. It's so thin, in fact, that this whole edge here is just like a razor blade, because some of this edge is just chipped away, from people setting it down while they monkey with this or put, new mantles on it or whatever adjustments they're making with it. But this is an amazing find. It's like a unicorn. It's the holy grail of calmness. And this one has no cracks on it whatsoever. It's just pretty much perfect. So yeah, there's 200, easily 100 to 100 plus year old lanterns with their original shades. But they were in one of these old time metal trays. I saw these, just tons of them. And yeah, they don't bring much money. They're $15. Yeah, probably $40 worth of these things in here, and I paid $1 for it. So that was there. Then there was some anthropomorphic chalks. These sell incredibly well, but they all aren't good ones in here. Like there's ones that don't sell as well, like Last Supper and some religious ones. There was a duck I don't really care about in here, but these do sell well. I got a pair of these mid-century fruits one. That one doesn't sell as well as these. These sell really well, and they're a little beat up. Chalk is so, it doesn't take any kind of a shot at all. You just bump it and it's wasted. But I think people expect when they get these that they're going to be a little cuffed up, because that's 60 years old. It's not new stuff, and it wasn't built to be handled. It was just built to be put on a nail on the wall and admired. So there was that box. Again, it was kind of an El Cheapo box. It was really hard to find a box that went for a lot of money. Like I said, most of this is just rummage sale crap that you're just trying to find a winner in, not an easy task. I got this mirror. Well, I got this today, but I'll show it to you. It's an old-time trapper hat, and it's muskrat. It's muskrat, and I don't know. I think there's a furrier label in there. Yeah, North King, natural muskrat. So, yeah, up here in the cold country, people still actually wear furs on their head. I don't get it, but takes all kinds to keep the world going around. So I got that for not a lot of money. I was happy to get it. I think it was $2, which is pretty crazy for real fur. And then a little room heater that's new in the box. And these sell well. This is just it's like a work light for somebody to plug into from back in the day. I think these are still actually, I think these are back in the day, they were actually made in the United States, which is crazy. But the fact that it's got the original box, and the box is just in killer condition, I'll sell it just like it is online like that. Because it's vintage like that in the box, somebody paid $25 for that. I think this whole flat was $1 or $2. It is what it is. All right, and then there's this ancient mirror that they had in like this place of prominence in the auction, like they really expected this to ring every bell that they had. And nobody bid on it. Nobody bid on it. So I bought this ancient mirror for $1. And when I say ancient, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. That is really old. And all the gesso is starting to pop at the bottom there. But. By the way, on the first sale, this was redeeming that they had this. Look at the legs on this thing. Clearly 1930s. Clearly. And the hooks, it's got all the good ones on it. It's got all the right ones on it. And these are hard to come by anymore. And they're all there. They're not broken. A couple need the screws put back in, but no extra charge. And then there was this. This was sitting by that. I have one up on top there. You've probably seen it already. It's like a little horse with a tail on it. If you had a toddler that you wanted to get their fingers or toes pinched, you'd put them in here and let them go nuts. I think it's funny that they have like some kind of seat belt and it's got like these metal serrated edges on them. It's like, how did we survive our youth? I mean, it's really dangerous. It's just nuts. But somebody will buy that and go, oh, let's put little Tommy in it. Why don't you do that? So, yeah, this is a book. How boring. It's called Locomotive Cyclopedia from 1941. It was sitting next to this, and it was sitting next to this lamp, which is, by the way, an antique lamp, but I'll get to that in a second. There's one on eBay right now from 1941 for $249.99. Maybe it's better than mine, but everything at this house today, I gotta say, I mean, yeah, it brought crazy money. Everything brought just ridiculous money. But this thing is absolutely beautiful. So I gotta look and see if maybe that one for $249. I saw one in there for $168 too. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's the edition. Maybe it's better than this. Maybe it's still in packaging from 1940. I have no idea. All I know is for $10, I'm not getting hurt on that. And then the lady that lived there, she did amazing arts and crafts. In fact, I would just call it artwork. I don't know if she was selling these because I mean it's got a brand new shade on it. Still got the plastic on it, you know. But I don't know if you can see that. She bedazzled this thing with broken pieces of glass. So I bought it because, you know what? I don't have one. Do you? At the same time, glass is heavy. So, yeah, it's kind of gross, but it's wacky unusual. And I've sold plenty of bones and skulls of animals before, but this is your basic bedazzled cow skull. And I know you don't have one. I don't think anybody does. Kind of a crazy project she took on there. Really out there weird. But in my world, weird sells. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to be able to move all this stuff. Yeah, that's an old plug. All right, moving right along. This is a heating and plumbing thermometer. It's old. It's not crazy old. It's probably it's before they were putting area codes on phone numbers. But they're great sellers. All thermometers, especially ones from a commercial establishment of sorts. So this is a brass era horn. It would really take a lot of fooling around to try to find out what this came off of. The solder joint here let loose, but it's solid brass. Blew the end of it off. Boy, is that ever annoying. Hey, you know, this would be one of those things you could give one of your friends, you know, if they've got an obnoxious child in the house, and then you could drive them insane with this. Anyway, I'll have to do a little research to find out what that is. I don't know if this is supposed to be telescopic. I don't know. All I know is it's old. And it's unusual to have a bulb that works. And then, I think this is the last item. The lady that was there, she did some work on furniture too. I thought she did a killer job on this. But her ability to shabby things and all these details and stuff are really good. This is just, they had used, you probably saw in the video in the beginning, they had just tons of glass that she broke up into a million pieces to make this stuff. I just noticed that there was some in here. But yeah, I just dug the little cabinet and she completely reworked it. It's smooth, it's nice. It's a nice neutral color, it'll go with anything. Oh, stop it. So that was, this is all from 2 sales. You guys have seen how much stuff I've been able to drag back in 1 sale. So it was really, really hard to scratch this stuff up. But there's always the next video. Thanks for coming along on this one. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.